It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Panthers coming up next.
A bit of a chill in the air, and temps supposed to drop about 10 more degrees, but otherwise a great night for football here in Uptown Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Taysom Hill of the Saints, Sam Darnold. Panther kicker Zane Gonzalez has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium.
Callaway, the return man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
For the first time, the Saints offense taking the field, and they will be led by Taysom Hill now in his 5th year in the NFL.
Remember when we used to talk about players being slash-type players? That's because they play so many different positions. Taysom Hill is a quarterback slash receiver slash running back slash special teams guy. You name it, he's able to do it. But many also think that he can be a full-time starting quarterback in the NFL.
On first down, it's Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Hill.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hill now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Hill looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Marquez Callaway
there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ronnie Anderson.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Boy, tie game, 1st quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, 31 yards.
And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not in the field.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking long for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2 and definitely not playing the check down game.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, Hill. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Hill looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Hill. Flush to his right. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Good job, good job.
On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Money in the bank, baby.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Man, they got to let us play.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Gets around him, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Camara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. For the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Maher is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Hubbard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Terrace Marshall
there to make the grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Saints have retaken the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Moore, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. The Panthers going to use the second of their... timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Kamara trying the right side. Oh, he's going to take... Zone, and that's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Darnold on first down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Darnold. He's going to look deep for more.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina.
Terrace Marshall, 84 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Hill. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Keep playing hard.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Marr able to put this one through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Darnold's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the gun, here's Hill. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hill looks to throw. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 47 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They've got his man complete. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, an even 90 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
7 yards to pick up there.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing again on second down. Hill. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is Hill.
Quick slant here to Smith.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Traquan Smith with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints are back within a score. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Hill looking to throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Good job.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me. Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Hill on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And remember,
started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
they'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they do so now in a tie ball game following the safety a moment ago as he'll get a chance to put together a drive. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are going to... Football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Announcer kind of speechless, cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way the length of the field and gave up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around and punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And they do so in possession of the lead now, thanks to the effort of their defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold, he's going to look deep for more.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again, Darnold.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Now Hill, fresh off the pick 6. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like that doctor with my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big play that time through the air. 32 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up. And they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Hill. It's complete. Stills. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
That's taken in by Callaway.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30.
60 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Being chased out left. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Hill. And incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's third down. Here's Hill. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we're probably seeing go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time on fourth for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2nd and 8. Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
touchdown Panthers. Ian Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Callaway, the return man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, it's Hill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hill.
Got a man, that's Lil Jordan Humphrey.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Hill throwing once more. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. A shotgun snap for Hill. And Stills bringing it in.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hill completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 27, Hill.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Marquez Callaway
there to make the grab.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Darnold.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.